I'm no prophet. I'm no political pundit. And I usually don't comment on political events or world events. But I cannot help. And we're all forced to think and to try to put into perspective what's happening in the world today. What's going on? What's about all this chaos? And chaos is probably not a proper word for what's happening today in Iran. Does it relate to us? So after having said Tehillim and thank you to Hashem for all the miracles, I'll just share with you some thoughts. You can agree or you can disagree. I'll just share them with you. So chapter 100, first of all. Mizmor lesoido, real Adonai kol haaretz Yehudas Adonai b'simcha b'elefanu b'nono, du kadenu Elohim hu asanu v'lo enachnam v'tzam marisai. Bo yishoru b'soid chatzroisa b'silo hoiganu b'chashumoi. Kitoi v'Adonai le'olam chazdo v'yador v'dor emunasoi. And let's give some tzedakah for our brothers and sisters and for all the innocent people that are being murdered in cold blood in Iran. For what? Because they want to eat. They want freedom. So here's some thoughts. But I should preface. The Rebbe said in 1991, in 1992, that all the major world events which are happening today in the world, they're not isolated events. They're all part of the process, of the final process of the coming of Mashiach and heralding in the time of Mashiach. And he said even more than this. He said that these are the effects of Mashiach's leadership. So I'm trying to base on these words. How do we see the coming of Mashiach in these demonstrations? It's definitely divine providence that all this is happening while we are learning, reading the Torah portions, the story of Exodus, of the Jewish people coming out of slavery, being led by Moses to the desert to receive the Torah and to become a people, a free people. There's one little thing which I think is very telling. It says when Moshe Rabbeinu first arrived in Egypt, he met with the elders and they were all very supportive and excited. The Redeemer has arrived. And he tells them, we got to go to Pharaoh and tell him, Shalach Esami, let the Jewish people, let the Israelites out to freedom. But then it says when coming to Pharaoh, it was Moshe himself with his brother Aaron. Where are all the elders? And Rashi asks that question, where did they disappear? They were all coming and accompanying and all excited and enthusiastic and supportive. And Rashi says, Nishmetu echad echad. They slowly but surely, each one of them just moved himself out of fear of confronting Pharaoh. A lot of talk, a lot of words. But tachlis, when it comes to stand up and say what you're supposed to, maybe endangering yourself, they all disappeared. Who stood there? Moshe Rabbeinu himself with his brother Aaron. And the entire year, they waged the battle with Pharaoh. You see a little parallel what's happening today? The world leaders, more than a few statements, strong words, nothing. Nobody picked up even a little finger to do something to support the people there. Who did Moshe Rabbeinu go with? With the people on the ground. They supported. They stood with him. They believed. I think there's a certain parallel over here. Another point which I want to bring out. When Pharaoh is confronted by Moshe Rabbeinu, and he starts getting the plagues, His people are suffering. His people are coming to Pharaoh and says, let him go. Don't you see that Egypt is going under? Pharaoh is stubborn. He's refusing. He's holding on to his throne. He's holding on to his supposed kingdom. And allows, or actually adds, to the oppression, to the suffering of his own people. All he cares is about himself. Do we see a parallel? So we hope and pray that this regime of barbaric hatred and oppression and cruelty will fall, and the arrival of Mashiach will happen now.